Hello, welcome friends. I invite you all to my another session of talk. This time some other interesting talk. So I am taking you step by step. Corona, what is corona? Defense system, and now I am talking about all the defense strategies. To know the defense strategies, we must know what how we are equipped or what are the equipment we have. What are the equipment you have or what are the equipment we have? Though we are having a structural identity, though we have a spirit or soul inside our body, though we have a physical structure, whatever available in this world has two properties. Whatever in and around in this world have two properties. One is we are all made up of molecules. One scientist said that there are scientists who have found that we are of molecules. But these molecules, when they all come together, they not only are blood and flesh, but there is one more inherent supreme level which is called a spirit. That helps us to live in this world, that helps us to identify God, that helps us to identify our neighbors. For that only we are having that soul. That is completely different area. Now we must know how we are equipped and what equipment we have. As I told you earlier, we are all made up of molecules. For some time we will learn about the molecular structure of our body. So first, we are all molecules. Molecules are different elements. When molecule may contain different atoms, every thing in the world, inorganic, organic, anything, it has some atomic proportion. It has atom as a structure. You keep it in mind. Now hereafter I told you everything is going to be totally new. Our idea, our researches, our life all should begin fresh. Scientists hereafter should know that you cannot grapple in the dark. I am telling this again and again. You do everything in the light of creation. Everything will fit in place and you will definitely get a good result. You can never say how a man is living with life. No one has ever seen what drives our life, how we are alive, how things are alive. You have only assumptions, you have only certain theories, but there is no concrete evidence. You cannot produce it. Keep it in mind. Then now coming to the atom. In underlining that sentence, now you must approach atoms. What is a neutral atom? A neutral atom has equal number of protons and electrons. Okay. When there is a deficient electron, it is called an ion. You keep this in mind. I will talk extensively about this in my next talk. Now we stop only with this atomic structure and atoms. Okay, atomic structure and atoms. Okay, now we eat food. Okay, we have so many growths around us. Some we select as food, some we select as medicines, and some we select as ornamental plants. We think that there is no use. There is no growth in this world without a purpose or a use. Our researchers should aim in that way. In this talk and the next talk, you will understand what I am trying to convey. So coming to this one, we eat food. Actually we eat atoms and electrons. But there are, as I told you, when in our structure and any living thing, any organic things, it has a driving force. Same way, plants have a driving force in their colors and in their taste. Why creation has given so many colors to the plants? For man to identify before going deep into the constituents or ingredients of such plants, like a flower attracts a bee, the color attracts the early man. By looking at the color, by looking at the shape, they came to know because they did not know what is inside our body. The dissection began very later. So early group of people, they identified their food from the color and shape of the plants. They segregated what was edible and what was poisonous. Many medicinal herbs are poisonous without a dosage. With proper dosage, they help the aging body to come back to normal state. Because every organic thing has a growing or making grow component in it. What is this growing component, making a growth component? Very simple. Creation does not confuse this. I'll tell you, it is very simple biological science. So from simplicity, we have made complexity. So that is why common man did not show any interest in any of these ideas. People who studied them, they went for examinations. They used their degrees and diplomas for status, for earning, for living. They went into the research. That research was used only by manufacturing organizations. Hereafter I am telling you, every research should reach a common man. My humble step towards it is explaining what is this. So, nature has only five atoms, five elemental, five not five, five elements to maintain growth and giving growth. What are they? Carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and little sulfur. Only these five type of things are available in all matters. Inside human being, inside animals, inside say insects, inside the plants, everything. So this is simply transferring a particular group of atoms into a particular group of atom. That is your knowledge. Okay. Now what I am trying to tell you, I have a list of very few things. You can check in the internet for anything and everything. If you make it a hobby to know, to find out what really things are made of. Only these five items: carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and sulfur. Sulfur is always considered as a medicinal property. Sulfur is always considered as having medicinal property. Early days they used only sulfur. It is a very hot element. Either it is there to maintain temperature homeostasis. The other one you know, H2O forms always water. So water homeostasis. The other one, carbon. Carbon is available only in organic matters. They are available in plants, animals, and humans. They can burn. Inside you, they are burning as energy, carbohydrate, starch, glucose. Externally, they burn and they leave a charcoal. That is all. So, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen. CHO is in fat, cholesterol, and starch. N is an addition to form protein. Naturally, you have protein. This nitrogen is transferred from thunder, I told you in my previous talk, and they are changed into nitrates by the bacteria. So, all land needs all aids, sulfates, nitrates, carbonates, all these aids. But we need only IDEs, oxides, only oxides, simple oxygen. That is complicated oxygen salt. We need simply divalent or monovalent, too much, a very difficult study. We don't go into that. So this carbon matter, it is available now. This list will tell you what really is happening. What is outside is inside you. What is inside you goes to outside, not as a waste material, beneficial to. This is a continuous environment cycle which has maintained, even if scientists say millions of years, it is happening. So I'll say now we have small little dogs. We have thickly populated this world, and still all our resources are unending. They are continuously recycled. It maintains a population balance in this world. Imagine those past years, why there were huge dinosaurs. They maintained the atmospheric and earthly balance. And there is a flood story throughout the world, and because of those flood, these huge animals, behemoths they say, leviathans they say, and huge animals might have been perished. That is not our area of study. Okay, now coming into this, now I am going to give you some formula. What is a formula? Formula is combination of many different atomic structures. So Siddha and Ayurveda also, the system has a formula. There is no single medicine. There may be single medicine, but there are adjuvants. Any medicine, even your allopathy medicines, you do not know what is an adjuvant. When they give you an antibiotics, when they give you a very strong medicine, they always give you a any pan 40 or some antacids. Many types of antacids. They know that you have a chemical imbalance to your body, and to maintain it, they give you antacid. Same way in herbal and other medicines, Ayurveda, Siddha are only formulation type. When it is in Tamil, it is Siddha. When it is in North Indian language or Sanskrit, it is known as Ayurveda. Both means Siddha, the desire of your body. Ayurveda, the life of your body. Okay. Understand things in that way. Don't categorize, don't segregate, don't divide, don't separate. Now you are in isolation. Please mind that. Okay. That apart. But even in Siddha and Ayurveda medicines, there are combination. Some medicines will be acidic category. Some will be alkaline category. So when they are combined together, they form a type of salt. They may help an enzyme to work better in your body. So this is the system. Without knowing all these things, don't undermine or underestimate any system. Now it is going to be new knowledge. So you understand all these things. Now let us see what is really happening. First I begin with rice. Rice's formula is C6H10O5. See? CHO, it is a hydrocarbon. It has quality to burn. Okay, alcohol is always CH. Many plants have inherent alcohols. That is how people try to extract alcohol and made it intoxicating. See, intoxicating, which will put a toxin into your body. So alcohol is CH. Any plant will have. I will tell you, sanf, they call it perinjiragam in Tamil, fennel seeds in English. The extract taken from fennel seed is the deadliest liquor in the world. Even if you consume this much, you will go flat. Keep it in mind. So rice is C6H10 and O5. It is a hydrocarbon which is your staple food, starch food. Next is wheat, C18, H34, O13. See, now you must understand, your body is programmed only to consume things which is suitable or which is growing or which is seasonal in your area. No one is cultivating wheat in Tamil Nadu. No one is cultivating wheat in Andhra, Kerala or Karnataka. Okay, this terrain is useful only to grow rice. Wheat needs a different type of terrain and it has a different type of atomic structure which is C18, H34 and O13. Even young boys, those who are studying in schools, and parents, please encourage them to listen such talks so that they may become future researchers. Hereafter, no engineering, no commerce, no medicine to some extent, but these type of understanding. They will become good physicians and they will become good researchers. Keep it in mind. Do that. Encourage them. Now, sesame oil. Now I gave you two cereals. Now I am giving you oil. About oil, I am going to speak very small videos that will come one by one. Now sesame oil. What is sesame oil? It is taken from a seed. In Tamil they call it yellu. In Hindi they call it the dill. இதயம் அதிலிருந்து இதயம் நல்லெண்ணெய் this brand might have come. So dill seed. In China it is used as sesame oil. In many parts of the world they use sesame oil, but every region they have their own oils. They have sunflower oil, they have canola oil, they have sonf oil, and they use different types of oil. But for Indians, especially South India, North India they use mustard oil. South India, three oils are very good. One is coconut oil, one is sesame oil, one is groundnut oil. We are not supposed to take too much of palm oil, sunflower oil or canola oil. It is not good for our structure. That apart. Sesame oil, the structure is C25, H22 and O10. See, juggling, only these three, but juggling, I call it creation. Very simple to understand, very simple to follow. But complicated science, not as easy as that. Even your allopathy medicines, it has lot of ingredients, chemical ingredients, which you cannot keep in mind at all. Only researchers know what it has. Doctors also, they do not know what is chemical structure of a medicine. Next is garlic. C12H21NO4S3. It has nitrogen. So it is a simple idea I give you. You go tap in your internet and ask for molecular formula. Anything you put before that, any edible item or non-edible item, you just type them and you will get a molecular formula that will appear there. If it has N, definitely it has a therapeutic value or it has a regulatory value upon your body protein. Okay, that is medicine. Don't categorize things. So garlic has C12H21NO4 nitrous oxide with 4 atoms of oxygen, S3. Now one oil and one herb. Now I am moving to vegetables. Your usual tomato, it has a lycopene. A lycopene is too good for your heart. It is red in color. It helps your blood. It has an alcohol. See that. It has a preserving quality. But what we did in genetic engineering, we spoiled the tomato by genetically correcting it with, I do not know whether it is true or not, uh, pig genomes, so that they can stop rottening. Tomato is a vegetable which rottens quickly. They have delayed the rottening. I don't know how far it is true. Verify in the net. So lycopene has C40H56. Turmeric, another herbal herbally identified vegetable, and also it is prevalently used in all our cooking. So turmeric, it nearly has, to my knowledge, there are more than 10 components in turmeric, some in alcohol form, some in hydrocarbon form. Turmeric, one formula I am telling you, C21H20O6. See, only variation, atomic variation. Now, coriander leaves. See, it is a green plant. We use it in our cooking. It has C48, H74, O4. Leave that. Now I am having a small point. You can synthetically prepare these atomic compounds in your lab. It is possible with modern provision. But if you put C21, H20, O6 and all other ingredients into a test tube and you shake it any amount of time, you may get a yellow liquid but never a turmeric or rhizome. It is called creation. If you mix together C48, H74 and O4 and put it in a test tube, you shake it any number of times, you will never get a coriander leaf. You may get a green liquid. Please keep all this thing in your mind for your new knowledge. Next is, in my Tamil video, I prescribed some herbal combinations to fight coronavirus. But many people, even some people who are talking English and some people who think that English is the best knowledge in the world may not encourage it. But English or Tamil, andrographis is andrographis. Coriander is coriander. Ginger is ginger. Keep it in your mind. Whatever language you may speak, but these provision in creation do not have any identity, religious or language identity. They are there as they are. Keep it in mind. So I gave you some list of herbs which can fight coronavirus. Now I will prove how they fight. Andrographis paniculata, which is called Nelavembu, which is called Kalmeg in Hindi and which has many other vernacular names. It is available in China, it is available in Europe also. Chinese, they use it as an adaptogen, as a liver tonic. It has C20, H30 and O5. See, CHO. So it can help the liver to come back to normal. As we proceed, you will understand that. Ginger, C23, H31, NO6, see nitrogen. I have already told in my previous videos, nitrogen and oxygen can become a bond. That bond always works on a protein. When coronavirus has a protein capsid and a cover envelope, when they come in direct contact with those herbs which have nitrogen as an atomic ingredient, they will be inactivated. Virus will be inactivated. Please convey this to any number of people, to any number of researchers, so that we get new methods to save ourselves from this pestilence or menace. Next is Chittarata. It is Galanga. It is always used in Thailand cooking, Galanga. Chittarata, Channa Rashtra, and I forgot its Sanskrit name. But in English, its botanical name is Alpinia galanga. As a galanga, it is used in Thailand and many Chinese cooking. It is a red rhizome-like herb, like turmeric. Okay, its combination is C13, H14 and O4. Then Adimaduram, Glyceria glabra. It is a plant steroid-like thing which helps in many ways to combat diseases. It is a very good diuretic. It brings out the sweat from your body. That way it helps to fight corona. It has C42, H62 and O16. Sarasapirla, I told you it is a blood purifier. Sarasapirla and fennel seed are very good blood purifiers. Sarasapirla has C21, H20, O7. There are simple compounds, there are complicated compounds, only within 3. And pepper C17, H19, NO3. Now you please come to corona section. Corona, because of corona, our body defense system makes the thin mucus in our respiratory tract into a very thick mucus which hampers the movement of trachea. That's why we are getting a breathing trouble. So when we take ginger in a dried form or in a wet form, definitely that nitrogen will liquefy this phlegm. Nitrogen has the quality to liquefy anything. See, I two sticky things I must that comes out of our body. I must tell you. One is phlegm, the other one you know. I don't want to elaborate on it. Both male and female they have that. Okay, this liquefies once it reaches the atmospheric environment. It is liquefied. Even if you spit on some place, it liquefies after some time. So when corona attacks, the liquefying effect of the mucus will be disturbed. So I am telling you this liquefying effect is naturally in the olive herbs. Shortly I am going to release another video that will help you to combat virus in with your own defense system. So whatever herb which has inherently nitrogen in it will help you to fight against corona, will help you to defend yourself against corona. Next, now you go into body part. What I told you earlier, that body has different secretions. It has many chemical changes. It has many chemical compounds which necessitates the body to function properly, to maintain its structure, to maintain its order among all the organs, and also to fight disease. I told these things in protein. Now, liver secretes an important enzyme which is called bile. What is it? C24H40O5. Our muscle has creatine, an amino acid. When it is used, it becomes a waste as creatinine, and which is excreted by the kidney. The creatinine normal level is 0.8 to 0.9. When it increases, doctors understand that your kidney is suffering. When it increases beyond limit, they know that your kidney is failed. That creatinine atomic combination is C4H7N3O. Haven't you got nitrogen in that? Haven't you got nitrogen in that? When it is corresponding a kidney, it involves a nitrogen. So only when you eat good protein, your kidney will function well. Keep it in mind. There are many proteins. You must know how to process a protein before putting it in your mouth. For that I am going to release another video. Now uric acid. This is also another waste which mostly is deposited in your joints, small joints and bigger joints, and they give you lot of joint impairment. You will have joint pain. Uric acid also comes in your body because of your protein intake. So be careful hereafter. From this day onwards, be very careful about your protein. My next talk is about food we can eat with protein. Now bilirubin. This is another enzyme-like thing which is secreted by your liver. So liver C33, H36, N4O6. So what I am saying, when liver controls protein, it need an enzyme like this. Okay. So whatever we eat, whatever is used in your body, and whatever is excreted from your body will be only these four items. Your solid waste and your feces will have only these things. So keep it in your mind. This is your body system. There is no status inside your body. I always try to reiterate that status is only for this external shape and size and color and look. Internally, everybody has the same organs. They are all functioning in a scripted manner, which I call as creation. I have no hesitation. I do not feel ashamed to proclaim this. I cannot explain what creation or how magnificent the creation is, but I know the purpose of it. You all please understand the purpose of your being in this world and be good. As I end all my talks with these words, become a new person, Spread the goodness. Everything around you is good, 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 and good only.